Welcome back to another episode of The Careful Boys. What do you feel like is the most financially irresponsible thing you've ever done?
Financially irresponsible.
The thing that comes to mind is putting 100 G's in OMG. Because you know how fast it went down?
How fast?
It was like Steve telling Joe, and then Joe's like, oh, I'm in. And then I'm like, dude, I think I'm in too. And then I think that day or like within a few days, I was like, how do you do all these fucking wallet transfers bullshit? And then I put 100 G's in. And then I'm like, I don't even know what I just did. That's crazy.
Now 100 G's gone.
Where did it go to?
So back then, I think you had to get Bitcoin to Ethereum. And then from Ethereum, you got to switch to Go to
Coinbase.
Oh,
first.
not this nerd shit. I'm just asking the dollar amount.
Oh,
What 100K to what? What was why was it irresponsible? Like, what did it drop to?
like fucking 10 G's or something.
Oh shit!
But it went to 300.
That's the meat and potatoes, baby.
It went to 300 and then it went down to 10.
The hook, baby.
Yeah, it went to 300 G's and then it went down to 10.
That's the hard part, though. It went to 300 G's.
And then every basic trader I ever met was like, even at 200, you pull out the 100. So at least you play with free money. Every basic like trader I've ever met.
and we did
man.
this twice.
And I was like, well, it's supposed to go to a million.
But for scale, for the audience, how badly did that hurt you as a sum for what your like net worth personally?
So at that time, what was cool is it didn't really hurt. Like,
Damn.
hurt me.
Tight.
Because I had a good amount. I had a good amount.
Good
back
for
then.
you, sir.
But it hurts though. You know what I mean? Because like it hurt, but it wasn't.
Luna heard it harder.
But it didn't like
Luna was tough, bro.
like 100 G's then. Yeah, it hurt for sure because you're like fuck. But it didn't like ruin me.
But this was happy time.
But I'm also like a very risk adverse person, so that was pretty crazy, even for me.
Anal, basically.
Hey, tell me how much I lost. Ask me how much I lost.
But was that your most irresponsible financial decision?
I've done worse.
Then Luna? Then worse than Luna.
Well, no. See, that's very hard, though. Like, to call it a financially irresponsible, it's because the whole concept is that it was a financially responsible move if you would have sold.
Irresponsible part is your actions have to back your knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's me going like,
We were like this.
hey, you want to fight Mike Tyson for $50? And you're like, hell yeah. And then you're like, have you boxed before? Oh, no. It's like, what the fuck? Like that.
Hell yeah.
Do you know who Mike Tyson is? Hell no.
Like
At least
your knowledge got
knowledgeable.
That guy.
So he was just putting his trust in the faith of
your knowledge got to,
other people.
if your knowledge don't back your actions, you're irresponsible no matter what you do. Right? That's like climbing or skiing fucking double black diamond. You've literally never snowboarded.
We also didn't follow like basic fundamentals of investment. Like if you like pull out your principal at least, or like just basic shit.
But that's how that shit looks like from the outside looking in. I'll be honest with you guys. When you talk about crypto, it sounds like you know everything. And then when that shit drops, everybody goes, well, we knew that would happen too. Yeah. And I'm just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it seems like everyone that I know in crypto knows all of it.
I don't say that. Because crypto is a
like, right?
religion, bro. Like a lot of people just don't want to be wrong. And
Like, I'm not nuts, right? You see that shit too?
Yeah.
And I know you guys see that shit.
That's why I started laughing because you explained it perfectly.
About crypto,
you
everyone's-
saw it coming? Why didn't you pull out?
Everyone fucking knows everything. And I'm
Yeah.
like so impressed. I'm like, damn. Holy shit, dude, you guys fucking sick. And then that shit, boom. And then you guys are all, yeah, well, that's the fucking nature of the ups and downs. And, And I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. That was the worst one ever, I think, for me. How about you guys?
Damn, it's hard once you pull the numbers on crypto back in the game. Then you're just like, I've made a lot of financially irresponsible decisions.
I would say Bart specifically in that moment. That's why he didn't say Luna. I feel like he had zero crypto knowledge and he just said, I'm down to ride. Here's $100K.
My precursor to that, that's equally dumb and hurt me way more, was when we first graduated college and we first started doing like JK. I'm like, dude, like, you know, like funds are fucking low. We're making $1,000 or $2,000 a month, and you got to pay rent and do all that. You're doing it on your own. And I'm like, okay, like what can I do on the side to start building some sort of financial like emergency fund? So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll sell my car, and I sold it for 20 G's, and then I bought a cheaper car, so that was 10 G's. So now I have 10 G's to invest. And I'm like, let me do this stocks thing.
You started day trading?
I was going to. So I was like, people like buy like fucking stocks and shit, and they can make money from stocks. And then that's when the Facebook IPO came. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, cool. I'm gonna buy that. This is like once in a generation type shit. I buy it, and me not knowing anything, like all IPOs dump like the next week because there's hype around something, and it corrects, and then it'll go crazy. And then as soon as it dumps, I got scared, so I sold everything
at a loss.
At a loss, like a fucking idiot. And those 10 G's hurt me way more than the 100 because I think I probably had 12 G's at the time, and I put 10 G's in.
Yeah, proportionately, that's more of a wound. Yeah.
Why did I do that?
You put 10 G's into it. What did it go down to before you sold?
It was probably, I think, $30 a share, and it might have went down to 20 or 25. Look at what the shares are right now. Fuck. It's probably in the hundreds, maybe not even thousands.
It's not even called Facebook anymore.
Oh, yeah.
613.
Wow.
10. So what's 200% of 10 G's?
200,000?
200,000. If I just held it, it would have been 200,000. Or 2 million. 2 million. It would have been 2 million. But then you don't know shit.
10 G's would have been 2 million.
So that's why you're supposed to invest money that doesn't affect you. So if it dumps, you just chill and you you just ride the cycle, right?
Yeah.
But then I'm so like, I don't know shit back then, even less than now. Yeah. And I didn't even have money, but I was like, this is what everyone does. They make money in stocks. And I probably should have like tried to trade with $5 or $10 or $100, but I was like
Proportionate to what you.
But my personality is very like all in or not type. I'm like, what am I gonna do with this pussy ass fucking $50 bet? 10 G's, motherfucker. Fuck.
Most
You
financial.
weren't wrong with the investment. You were wrong with mental and emotional management. And that's usually the case.
The case, yeah.
The inexperience, like
Bankroll
All right,
management.
here's a non-stock crypto bad investment. I had a pretty fucking good setup. This was 2010. I was renting a room in Costa Mesa in a house with 6 other dudes. I was paying probably $300 a month. I had my own room. Fucking life was great. I was gone most of the week anyways because we were doing so many Quest shows. So I'm like, this is perfect. I fucked up because I fucking got with this girl. We decided to move in together. I got a place in Little Tokyo that was about $1,650 a month. And we broke up 3 months into the lease.
Oh, fuck.
You were both in on the hook?
No, just me. Because she didn't make enough at the time to be like, I think it was just all on me. And then, so then I'm still gone most of the week. I'm not even enjoy this place.
Damn.
And
$1,550 every month for the next.
$1,650 a month. And it's not like I was making that much more than like, it was like, I could feel the damage each time I was paying that rent. And yeah, within 3 months, I'm just in there by myself in this like 1-bedroom apartment. Like it's at the Hikari on 2nd and Central. So it's like a really nice location for no reason. I could have just been living with Victor Kim fucking in Costa Mesa, paying $300 a month.
Costa Mesa.
And I'm never home either way. But yeah, I ended up having to, I never had to like borrow money to like fucking save my ass, luckily. But I left that year with like not a lot to show for. I was like, well, that was fucking pointless. Yeah, that sucked. And then I lost my deposit because a bird made a nest in the balcony when I was gone.
What?
Yeah.
How you lose a whole deposit in the balcony?
Because I put, because I had a rug on the balcony, and then I guess the birds like nested on it, like the crows, and then they all like lived full lives and died. So then like there was all this shit on the balcony, like dead birds and like all this like eggs failed eggs.
She had a whole generation of birds.
So then when I got back to like clean up to like move out, I was like, oh, I can't clean all that shit.
It's a lot of birds.
Like a whole habitat, and then you just bounced on it.
I didn't see it. Like I cleaned the whole apartment out, and I was like, thank God this place. Maybe I'll get my deposit back. I looked at the balcony. I was like, what the fuck is that?
What's all these failed?
Dead fucking birds, the fucking nasty ass egg shit from the failed eggs. Like, oh, dude, it was disgusting. So then I just left it.
Failed eggs in a bird's nest looks like.
Cause you know, like not a lot of people know, like not every egg is gonna make it. Some of that shit.
That's full of balut or something.
Yeah, so like the egg might it'll just rot.
Oh my god!
So the bird, you know, freaking.
I don't even know what a rotten egg looks like.
Just imagine like the free throw percentage of a normal crow probably ain't that great, but I got to see the results and I was like, oh, and it was like the last day and I was like, I'm out of here, dude, whatever. I'm like, I'll just take whatever that costs. And then they were like, no, your whole deposit's like gone. I was like, damn. Yeah, that was a bad decision.
I feel like the money amount, like when you're younger, like yeah, it's 1,600, right? And now you're just like, I shit that shit. But like it's such a
Shit that shit.
Please don't shit that shit.
but it hurts so much more because the numbers that like to me it's not how much money
Yeah.
I lost or like what it was more like for me it was like during college for the last 2 years I was like, oh my god, I'm going to Cal State LA. It's gonna be so hard. Like this is fucking a university. I can't work while I'm studying. I don't want it to affect my grades and shit, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna study my ass off. I still don't know how to read that good.
Right.
So I basically
It's just like Gavin Newsom.
I'm like you guys.
dude, I basically just paid the minimums and like I was living off of my fucking credit card. Thank God, like, you know, my cousin was helping me pay rent. And I was like, all right, I'll just figure out how to like eat on my credit cards. And for 2 years, I just racked up hella money at like 40K by the time. Like, but I had my school paid for, everything, right? But I was like, for some reason, I had it in my mind that I can't get a part-time job. And I'm gonna be straight now. And I was selling weed and I decided to quit selling shit. Like, I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm a good boy. I'm not gonna suck dick no more.
I won't be tempted by other men.
So I'll have a side hustle, like, you know, I'll resell shit, whatever, right? But then every time I did that, I was like, no, I'm pulling time away from my study. I gotta take school seriously. And then so like that's around the time we started JK, all that stuff. And then that wasn't paying anything either. So by the time I graduated, I was like in 40 grand in debt, and most of that was interest incurred. So that means if I bought a fucking McDonald's meal, I was probably paying $50 for it from all the interest incurred on that $10 meal. Ain't that the stupidest shit ever?
How'd you get out of that?
40 G's is crazy, even now.
Can we do it? Can we do 20 on that?
It was 30 to 40K, I remember. But
Because I think a lot of people struggle with that, with credit card shit.
yeah, I paid it off in like a year and a half. So during that time, as soon as I graduated, and what sucked is that there were no jobs after we graduated because that's when the recession got fucked.
Yeah.
So I went to like a job agency. I went to 3 of them. I begged them to find me a job. I finally got one that was like an hour and a half away.
Which one was that?
It was actually ionized water stuff. It's crazy. But I was in the warehouse and I was working in shipping. And then like,
Oh yeah, I remember you telling us about that.
the crazy thing was I was like, I don't know how I'm going to get out of this mountain of debt with a $12 an hour job. So I started working plus side hustling.
And that's the one where you fucked up the shipping, right?
I fucked up the shipping.
At the water place, you like made a mistake.
No. That was before I went to college. I was working in a shipping warehouse before that.
You do the snowball method?
Yeah, I don't know if this is the method, but basically,
What's that? What's the snowball?
I think you're supposed to do the highest interest first. Yeah. So I did. I figured out what. I had a card that was like 26% APR, and I was like, oh my god, this one's
$26%.
couple $100 a month just on fucking interest, right? Thank God I didn't wreck my credit because I paid like everything on time. So I opened up 0% APR credit cards, transferred as much funds as I could to that. I started tackling the most expensive card first. And then I would also, on top of working, I would side hustle. So I would resell shit. I would like, resell cars, resell whatever I had. I went back on eBay. I tried to sell a couple of before that I sold airsoft guns and toys, so I knew a little bit about that. So everything I could do, side gigs, like someone's like, hey, come over to my house, help me out with this, and it could be done, you know. But that was my goal. Like every day was that, and then JK, like we would fucking write every day and then film on the weekends, and so in between work and that and side hustling, the goal was once I get out of debt, I could go full-time JK with Bart. And it took me like a year and a half. So
damn. Good for you though, man.
That's an amazing story.
That's great.
Thanks. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. And I did get a little help from my family. My uncle gave me
$39K.
no.
39.50.
42K actually. I spent 2 at the top.
2K.
That's rims. Then I paid the rest.
And then I bought the samurai suit.
That my friend sold for $6K, and I gave my friend 15% for selling it for me. So because I was like, I don't got time to do this shit. So yeah. So that was like,
Buy an RV, you guys. Buy an RV, flip it.
you know, yeah. Because $5,000 is a lot to knock down. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a big jump, dude. 39K.
Hey, shout out to my uncle. Thank you for the 40
For giving me $50K.